Over the past couple of weeks, a handful of people on the national political stage have made stops in East Tennessee. I recently spoke with Jesse Mayshark from the online news publication Compass about the significance.
Jesse, Ron DeSantis, the Republican governor from Florida, in town today. Then last week, of course, you had Nikki Haley in for the Medal of Honor convention, former governor of South Carolina, another Republican. Well, actually, that was the week before. But last week, we had First Lady Jill Biden. And these are a lot of high profile politicians, if you will. What do you make of this?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. We've sort of been this crossroads of these high profile political figures from both parties. And I think one thing that you can't avoid with it is that we are very close to the midterm elections that everybody's paying attention to. So these three visits kind of all had slightly different focuses, but all of them were at some level, I think, political. I mean, First Lady Joe Biden's visit, she was promoting education issues and teacher training specifically. There wasn't anything explicitly political about it in the sense that she was campaigning for somebody or fundraising, but both political parties heading into these midterms are trying to seize education as a signature issue in different ways. And so I think you can't divorce the First Lady, wherever she is. She's getting national coverage. She had national media coverage for her visit here in Knoxville. So certainly there's a political element to it in trying to kind of convey a message ahead of the midterms. I think with Nikki Haley, she was here for the Medal of Honor convention, but then also she attended a fundraiser for two of our local Republican members of Congress. And for her, I think, she's somebody's former governor of South Carolina, somebody who's definitely talked about as a possible presidential contender in 2024. And so I think these kinds of events, she shows up for fundraisers. She's kind of doing a favor to the local Republicans. She wasn't raising any money for herself, but it's a chance for high-level donors to get to meet her and her to meet them and kind of get their names for her contact list and shake all those hands. And then, of course, Governor DeSantis, with his visit today, was explicitly a fundraiser for his re-election campaign for governor in Florida. But again, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of the same people were at that Haley event and the DeSantis event, because these are opportunities for local, well-connected, high-level donors to meet candidates who may be running in a couple of years and are going to be looking to tap into their donations, their support networks, and all of those things.
Jesse, would you expect other potential candidates to land in Knoxville between now and midterm and beyond?
Knoxville is, we're a medium-sized city. We're one of the top 100 metros in the country. It's the kind of place where if you're thinking about running for office, especially say you're a Republican candidate thinking about running for president. Tennessee is a pretty strongly Republican state. Knox County is pretty Republican. If you're going to be facing a competitive primary in a couple of years, it's not too early for those candidates to be out there kind of getting to know people and, maybe nailing down some support where they can get it. So I would certainly expect to see this kind of continue in the run up, once we get past the midterms, in the run up to those 2024 races.
All right. Jesse Mayshark with the online publication Compass. You can find more at compassknox.com. Jesse, as always, thank you.